The world of gaming is always changing, and in the past 20 years or so, I'd say one of the biggest things that's come along is the rise of emulation. Emulation is now pretty much a commonplace, and while there's like one or two YouTubers who just still hate emulation, emulation and ROMs have a lot of good things in the world of gaming. Whether it gives you the ability to play an expensive game that you'll never be able to afford, or just check out a game, emulation and ROMs are here to stay, and there's nothing you can do about it, so you might as well embrace it. I think emulation is a very positive thing because of the preservation aspect of things. These games aren't going to last forever, and emulation allows us to still check out these games and still be able to play them. So I've noticed a couple channels have been talking about a product called Launchbox, which is supposedly like the be-all end-all thing for emulators and ROMs on your PC. Now, I'm not huge into emulation. I do dabble in it a bit, but I wanted to get in on this. I wanted to see what Launchbox was all about because what I saw looked really cool. So I decided to download Launchbox. So today, we are going to take a look at Launchbox, which is supposedly the best way to store your emulators, your ROMs, everything in a nice one file, and keep everything nice and clean. So let's check it out together. I have a fresh download of it, and we're gonna go through this together and check out what Launchbox is all about. Alright, so this is Launchbox, which is supposedly the best way to keep track of your emulators, your ROMs, all in one nice thing, and be able to launch them all from one program. Now, I did reach out to Launchbox and let them know I was planning on doing a video because I was interested in their service, and they did hook me up with the premium version of Launchbox. Essentially what that means is you get more customization features and whatnot, so if you're heavy into the emulation and ROM scene on your PC, you'll probably want the premium version. If you're just, you know, an occasional player of emulators and ROMs on your PC, you can more than likely get by with the free version. But so let's check it out. I did download a couple ROMs, I did download like one or two emulators, but the program actually allows you to get emulators through it, and I'll show you guys that right now. Well, actually in a minute. So yeah, here's the different stuff here. You can organize it by platform, complete, date added, all sorts of crazy stuff. You can actually input Steam games as well, which is really cool, but I'm not a Steam gamer, as you guys know. I'm sort of the old school. So basically we want to import some games. So this is the import wizard. It's very helpful and friendly, which is how a wizard should be. So let's go ahead and add a file. Now we're going to go to my downloads, and I do have a game here. Where is it? Where it's South Park. South Park on the N64. So we're gonna hit next, and the platform, of course, is the Nintendo 64 because they have to put 64 on the end of everything. So I've already downloaded the Project 64 emulator, but I will show you in a minute what you do if you don't have the emulator already. So we hit next, and it's gonna auto-populate some cool looking stuff to make everything nice and fancy, which is good. And now it's importing, as we can see down here with the green toolbar, and one game were imported successfully. And there's South Park. See? So you get a nice visual thing here, so that's really cool. We've got some icons up here, information. Oh, this is really nice. So it gives you all sorts of information on the game itself. It shows you how many times you've played it, what your play count is. That's actually really cool. Different visuals and whatnot here. I don't know why I like this game, but I do. So a good old double click will bring up Project 64, and it is launching our ROM. So obviously, like I said, if you're just a once in a while emulator player on your PC, then you know the free version will work for you. But as you can see, I'm about to import a lot more games into the system, and here we go. South Park is running fine. So that is cool. All right, so that's just one game, but let's try something a little bigger. Let's try a complete ROM set. So if you know anything about emulation, you know it's very easy to go into Google and type in complete blank ROM set and get any ROM set in the entire world that you want, because that is how technology is nowadays. You know, everything's crazy. So me being a complete weirdo, I did download the complete 32X ROM set because I don't know. I love the 32X. So we're going to be playing this on the Sega 32X, and I do not have a 32X emulator. So this is where I'm going to show you guys like what you do if you don't have the emulator already. So let's hit next, and like I said, I don't have that. So it basically tells you what emulator to use. So we click this. All right, so we have downloaded the Kega Fusion emulator. So let's just go here and type in Fusion and add it. Hit OK. Go to next. We want to copy the files. We want to do all that so it looks nice and fancy, just like our N64 did. And here are all the awesome 32X games. And as you can see, down in our green toolbar here, it is adding all of our games. So this is where the program really shines, in my opinion, because you get this nice sort of layout, you get this nice information, you get a nice clean aesthetic, and it's very easy to pick what game you do. You know, you're not having to go through menus and all sorts of crazy crap like that. It's nice, it's clean, it's simple, and that's how emulation should be. Nice, clean, and simple, you know what I'm saying? So it's importing all of our games here: NFL Quarterback Club, Pitfall: The Mind Adventure, Primal Rage, all classic 32X games that I know you guys absolutely adore and love, because the 32X is such a cool system. I mean, there's nothing quite like it, right? It's not that bad. Just stop laughing. But this is all being done in real time. Just an FYI for adding all of our ROMs into the program. So, you know, real-time stuff. I'm not speeding it up or anything. I'm recording the audio as I do it. So yeah, all real time. All right, so 39 games were imported successfully. And here we go. So let's go ahead and just select 32X. And as you can see, it's also doing demo stuff in here, which is very cool. And we have all of our beautiful, beautiful 32X box art with the hideous yellow stripe on it. I don't know, it's not that big. I didn't even know they made this. That's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. That's very interesting. But let's check out one of my favorites, WrestleMania the arcade game. And you know, you get screenshots and all that cool stuff that we looked at before. Let's double click it. And boom, just like that. I don't want any copyright. But yeah, so this pretty much is Launchbox. It is a way to organize all of your stuff. It is a way to make everything nice and clean. And of course, you could zoom in and zoom out here and look at all your games. But yeah, I like this program, honestly. As a YouTuber, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, it is way, way easier to just boot up a ROM and capture footage that way than it is to hook up your system, hook up your capture device, hook it up to your laptop, capture everything. It's a pain in the butt. Like, it's a pain in the ass. Definitely. So as a YouTuber, this is very beneficial for me. It will allow me to capture footage much easier, and I like this program. I think it's awesome, and it's very cool. So if you are someone who emulates, if you are someone who likes to play ROMs on your computer, why wouldn't you check this out? You know what I'm saying? The systems are endless. You know, it does PlayStation, it does Wii U, it does Dreamcast, it does MAME, it does literally every system there is out there. I didn't want to get too crazy in depth for you guys because, you know, I'm not that big into emulation, but I know some of you guys are. So if you're not familiar with Launchbox, definitely check it out. Like I said, there's a completely free version, and if you really like it, then of course you can upgrade to the premium or just check out the free version. So I'll have links to Launchbox's website in the description box below. I would like to thank Launchbox for hooking me up with the premium version to showcase for you guys. Let me know if you like this, if you're into emulation, and if you are, if you will be checking out Launchbox in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and of course check out other videos on the channel. I will catch you guys next time. I'm gonna play some 32X games. All right, later.